All right, but before then, after campaigning in Kisii, Kakamega and Bomet counties, President Uhuru Kenyatta leads his Jubilee brigade to Uasin Gishu, Baringo, Nyahururu and Siaya counties. In Eldoret, Uhuru will commission the construction of the Eldoret bypass. The 32-kilometer stretch from Plaske to Leseru is expected to decongest traffic in Eldoret town as well as ease access to Eldoret's environs. In his campaigns in Bomet and Kakamega, Uhuru touted his development record even as he promised that security agencies will be on alert to deal with those disturbing the peace. Let me now link up with my colleague Jeff Kirui joining us from Bungoma, one of the places where the president is going to be visiting today. Jeff, thank you very much for joining us. Talk to us about the residents and what really the expectations are. This is really not the first time that the president is heading to that side of the country. What are they expecting from his tour this morning?
Well, a very good morning, Betty. Indeed, the president is expected in Bumula and Kimilili constituencies in Bungoma County to just try and woo voters, the more than 500,000 voters in this particular county. Remember, the president and the deputy president, this could just be the 6th time they are visiting this county in their voters, and that shows how much the Western vote, the Luhya vote, is important to Jubilee government. And of course, as it is now, the last visits, they have been able to commission several projects, including actually bailing out the Webuye pan paper industry. And of course, today we are waiting, or rather expecting the president to launch more projects in this particular region, just as a way of wooing those voters in that particular region to move in what there has previously been perceived as an opposition stronghold and vote in the Jubilee government. Remember, after that, they'll be heading to the 64 Stadium, where as well a lot is expected there after the NASA coalition left there a week ago, where they actually endorsed a Jubilee candidate, that is Governor Mandago, for the gubernatorial position. Of course, we'll be waiting to see what will transpire there. Will they as well endorse Mandago, or they will take another route? But of course, that is what we are waiting to see today. After that, they'll be heading to Nyandarua and Baringo County and Siaya, showing that this is a very packed itinerary for the Jubilee team. Remember, just from Sunday, they have actually traversed six counties, starting from Muranga and then went to Embu, Machakos County. Yesterday, they were in Bomet, Kisii and Kakamega. This particular day, they will be actually going to 5 counties within this particular day, just a day, 5 counties. That shows you that this is the final stretch of the campaign period, and they're just trying to make inroads in all the counties to make sure that come the August day, they would have gone to all these counties and tried to talk to voters to turn out in large numbers and of course vote in for them. As it is now, the main selling point for the Jubilee government has actually been their development record, and right now they're calling on their supporters to turn out. It's now the politics of numbers who will turn out in large numbers. And as it is now, the Jubilee team is actually making an appeal to its supporters to turn out in large numbers, as they say that this particular election will be determined by how well your supporters turn out to vote. Betty.
All right, Jeff, let's take a look at the 2013 numbers. And it really was divided between Raila Odinga, Musalia Mudavadi, and Uhuru Kenyatta. And at that time, Raila Odinga was able to gain about 53% of the total vote against Uhuru's 12%. And having mentioned that, President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy have made quite a number of visits to that region, do you think, from, your conversations with the residents there, do you feel like, the inroads that they've made will make them, maybe get a higher percentage than just 12% of what they got back in 2013?
Well, from the talk we've had with residents here, the main focus is what really these two coalitions has for them. The NASA coalition, what are they putting on the table for them in terms of development agenda as well as Jubilee. But remember, in the last general election, Musalia Mudavadi actually went alone to the ballot. And as it is now, they're teaming up with these other co-principals, Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula, we have Isaac Ruto, we have Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka. And if you can see, in the last 1 week or rather or so, we've seen the Jubilee team actually heading to the particular strongholds of those particular core principles. If you can see, they were in Machakos. That is a perceived stronghold for Kalonzo Musyoka. Today they will be in Siaya, a perceived a stronghold actually for the NASA flag bearer Raila Odinga. Yesterday they were in Bomet County, where CCM leader Isaac Ruto is a co-principal as well, hails from. And as it is now, they are heading to Western region, the backyard of Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, just to try and snatch votes from these principles to top up on what they had in 2013. And of course, for the residents, it's just about development and nothing more than that. Betty.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff Kirui. They're reporting from Bungoma, which is just one of the counties that the president will be visiting later on today. He has quite a number of stops from Bungoma. We understand he's also going to be heading on to Uasin Gishu, and then after that to Nyahururu. So it's really quite a packed day for the president today.